A very good morning. Right, so right now it's nice and cool, and I'm just going to, stretch out my hamstrings really, and have a very cold shower before I begin the day. Today I'm going to the rehearsal studio to continue working on scales to refamiliarize myself with my saxophone. So I doubt very much they have air conditioning in the studio, but they should at least provide a fan. But we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Right, so I'm going to, I'm going to make a couple of points that following on from an incident that happened on Sunday, where basically a woman who I later found out was a teacher, and as you probably don't know, teachers never leave school. They go to nursery, they go to primary school, they go to secondary school, they go to university, and then they're back in the classroom teaching. So in many ways they are spoiled brats. Those teachers who are not spoiled brats, you can exclude yourself from what I am about to say. Anyway, we know that the classroom is where they're indoctrinating the children, and we know with what doctrines they are indoctrinating them, and I needn't go into that. There are plenty of parents protesting that they don't want their young children being taught these things. Anyway, so this teacher, I'm actually going to do my stretching in the sauna, because I find that's the best place to stretch out my hamstrings. And also I do squats in the sauna, but I did ask permission before I joined the gym, before I signed on the dotted line and paid a year's membership up front. I asked, knowing, and it's not men, the men are fine with whatever I do, it's going to be the women. Some, not all, but always the women. So I know at some point I'm going to come into conflict with a woman. So I covered my bases, if you like, by asking, would it be all right for me to do my exercises in the pool? Would it be okay for me to do my exercises in the sauna? I was told, sure, no problem. And so I signed on the dotted line. Anyways, and handed over my money, or rather did the bank transfer. So Sunday, there are people who will go Monday to Friday because the gym opens at 6:30. It will not be seen there at the weekend. The excuse being it's a different crowd. And it's interesting because the times that I've, for a bit slight exaggeration, but that I've come to blow with people at this gym now is weekends. So I said to myself, well, I best keep myself quiet and just go Monday to Friday, 6:30 in the morning, when only people who are serious turn up, not people who are seeking attention, but those who are actively there for whatever purpose they go for, whether it's relaxation or whether it's to improve their health. So this teacher was in the sauna. I've seen her before, and I believe it is her who sits in the steam room complaining about the aqua aerobics class. Not so much about the class, about the music. And the gym opens from 6:30 till 10 p.m. weekdays and 8 a.m. till 8 p.m. weekends. That's a load of time that you can choose when the aqua class isn't on, and you can go at that time. But to my mind, it seems some people come, or rather they present themselves in situations that where they can find cause to complain. So it's a bit like when, say, a gay couple will go to a Christian baker and ask them to bake them a cake with a message, and they're basically doing it so that they can go to the media and complain about homophobia, when they could go to any number of bakers who would be willing to bake them the cake with whatever message they like. I believe there are people who turn up, in this case at the gym, attention seeking, whether it be in the gym itself, wearing little to nothing, and then, you know, you get male attention and then complain. I do believe people who do that sort of thing for attention. So, cutting a very long story short, or rather getting back to the point, this woman began doing my squats, and straight away she started complaining. I won't go into the details because it's quite long, but I will tell you how I dealt with it. I made the point that I did seek permission before joining the gym, so it is okay for me to do my squats in the sauna. So failing that is me jumping forward slightly. When she saw that I wasn't going to yield, I wasn't going to back down, she played the mental health card. She claimed that I'm giving her anxiety doing squats in the sauna. Now, it isn't commonly known because only a few people know me, but those few people who know me know that I am not a tolerant person. I think if you can do better, then you should do better. I also think your mental health, if you're playing the mental health card, that means there's nothing wrong with you. You're using it strategically. So when she saw, as I said, that I wasn't backing down, she reached for the mental health card and said she's getting anxiety from me basically doing squats. All right, so I'll just tell you what I did. To turn the screw, to bury the dagger, I sat down and lifted my leg up to the ceiling because my hamstrings were properly stretched out, because I had been stretching before, and so that was my second venture into the sauna. Sat down and raised my leg to the ceiling and turned to her. She was on my right. I turned to her and I said, "Does this offend you?" She didn't answer. And then when I finished, I left. I came out of the sauna, and seconds later she followed me. This is a woman who claimed she was in there to relax. She followed me. Well, she didn't follow me. She came out seconds after me and stood talking to a member of staff by the pool for at least, if not more than half an hour. And that's the woman who went to the sauna to relax. All right, so here's my second point now. I posted on Facebook, where Facebook is the place where you find people complaining about children being taught all sorts of things at school by teachers. And I specifically made the point of saying that this woman is a teacher. No one responded. I didn't post because I'm looking for support, for people to get angry with me and saying, how dare she. I post in order, I've said many times, I post to make people think, not to tell people what to think. But I also post to see who's who. And, well, I'm not afraid to say it, but the fact is, many people complain, but will not openly express an opinion. I always stand my ground. If I am right, I am right. I don't do the I'm the bigger person thing. If I'm right, I'm right. So I've said, rather than telling the schools, don't teach my child this, don't teach my child that, how about you take your child out of the school? They won't do it because they are afraid of the consequences. But whose child is it? There are times that I wish that I had a child so I could show what happens when you, the parent, take control and say, my child, I decide what my child is going to learn. It's a man-made system, and in the same way that the gym operates by man-made rules, so when I asked if I could use the pool and the sauna to do my exercises, I could very easily have been told no, and the answer would have been no. I don't actually believe people who send their children to school love their children, because knowing what you're sending them to, why would you do it? So basically, the parents fear man more than they fear for their children. That's what I think. And you've got idiots like this woman, this teacher, who gets anxiety from someone being in the sauna, exercising. I've got to go, I've arrived. Take care, bye-bye.